in this first quarter. Irving to Horford. Inside, he scores.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body. Unbothered by he's the ideal of smart, decisive basketball.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Brown with the three with a hand.
Here we go.
Here comes the screen to Horford. Nice pass taken away by the Celtics. Brown into the front court, trailing by 10. And forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hayward. Short jumper. Won't fall. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing.
Stolen by Boston. To Rozier. And a chance coming up at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And hits the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Knocked loose. Celtics come away with it. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Marcus Morris. Off the assist. That's how you defend. Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Morris. Marcus Morris. Almost. It would have counted, but it's no good. And that does it for the first quarter. The first quarter's complete. The Celtics have the lead. First Smart forcing that one. Well defended. To Rozier. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw good to finish off the three-point play. The lead is up to 5. Rozier with it. Down 5.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
It's denied by Horford.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Brown's test.
Shoot or shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh, the touch.
Thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. Horford. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Play is stopped. Timeout Boston as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. No good. Kyrie with the rock. Takes stock of the floor. To Horford. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play.
To Rozier. Takes advantage inside after
Leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Tatum. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
I said this on draft night that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Shot. Well defended to Hayward. Smart tactics. Moves in for the higher percentage shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Irving brings the ball up court to Horford. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. That misses with 2 seconds to go. Time expires to end the first half with the Celtics in front.
The Celtics will start the second half with a decent lead.
Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics
Have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters.
They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Blocks.
The Boston Celtics came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
Player of the half.
Tatum.
And his court IQ were on display as he delivered the ball, putting his teammates in a position to score the basketball. His timing was impeccable.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that,
Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
Irving. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. He delivers with 2 free throws. And he missed it. 2 for 3 on this trip. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Something to almost a foul. They let it go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
To Irving. Celtics have it. They need something to go down. It's no good. That does it for the quarter. The Celtics have the lead. Inbound, hauled in by the Celtics. Tatum. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I understand the refs may have made some calls that make you a little bit hesitant defensively, but still, I'd rather you be aggressive than non-aggressive, because if you're not aggressive, you need to sit on the bench next to the coach.
And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. Force the defense to collapse. They kick out for, guess what? Another one.
4-3. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up.
Tatum. Buries it on the catch. Marcus Smart forcing that one. Well defended. Passed it off. Marcus Smart, good touch. Not going down for him this time.
Yeah, if I'm the teammate of that guy that just got scored on, I'm telling him on my way back down the floor, look, I appreciate you being there, but I need you to really be there. I need you to be more engaged and give more effort on the defensive end. That's the only way we're going to win this game.
Hey, Kyrie Irving, odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open 3 is good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
New blood coming in for both sides. Boston with the basketball. Irving to Marcus Smart. Sizing up the defense. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Irving cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Into the front court, it's Irving. Trailing by 10. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You can only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
Ball's controlled by Boston.
Screen, I got your help.
Curling inside. And a nice finish at the... That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
And the 2 for Al Horford getting to the rim.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Irving, any message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Irving. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Hayward. Irving. Off the mark. Basket's good on the follow.
And see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
First free throw is good. Two on that trip. Timeout, Boston. It's just their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one more.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Irving. First one goes down. Able to convert on. First try at the line, no good.
Management mode. That was a good play.
First one, counted. He makes them both. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they get a good win on the road. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Celtics finished with a narrow victory on the scoreboard.
And it's surprising. We got such a competitive game when they hit so many threes. But they did what was necessary to finish it off.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics. The Celtics lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Boston Celtics.
Game trap. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Time now for the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports.